Hi.
Hey.
I'm like, is something wrong?
Oh no, I was just waiting on people. Don't
Oh,
worry. We're
okay.
live. We're live. I'm waiting on Mel. Hey guys. Hey Jenny, how are you? All right, girls. So let me know if this is your guys' first time being on a live masterclass. Just type it in the chat. And then how can I change this? I'm not waiting on the okay, cool. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of you. I'm just DMing some more of the girls from the group so they don't miss out. And then we're gonna get started. Mel is gonna come on here. Daniela, thank you for joining us, girl. I hope that you get a lot of info from tonight's call. Awesome. If you guys weren't here last week we learned about finances with money coach Debbie. And if you're part of Glow and Grow Academy or you are a mentee, you guys have access to that replay. And that was such a good call. But I'm waiting for Melanie to come right back. She has an awesome presentation for you guys about e-commerce when it comes to your business. So you guys are going to learn a lot today. I know some of you guys told me that you wanted to learn UGC. You guys want to learn how to drop ship, how to incorporate ebooks, do online trainings, and all sorts of different things that will bring you more revenue outside of being behind the chair. So hold on. Okay, there she is. Alrighty, guys. So this is Mel. She is owner of Lux Beauty. She's located down by Miami, and she has been in the beauty industry for around 6 years. She is currently a lash tech slash mentor, and she has worked with hundreds of different people. She's amazing at what she does, and I'm so excited for you guys to learn from her. So make sure you have something to take notes with. We're also very interactive in here. So whenever we ask questions, please feel free to respond in the chat. If you guys have any questions for her, also respond in the chat, ask them in the chat, and I will kind of like interrupt her to ask her the questions. But without further ado, wait, the one thing I do like to do in the beginning is everybody drop your Instagram handle in the chat, just so you guys could follow each other and network, obviously, because we're all in different parts of the United States. And Cassandra's actually in Canada, so. Okay, cool. And you guys know mine, Mentored Beauty. I'm not going to type it on there. All right, Mel, so while they're typing, go ahead and take the floor.
Yeah, absolutely. Hello, hello, ladies. I am super excited and, first and foremost, really honored. I know Jen does not take her mentorship lightly when it comes to just introducing anybody to this specific group. For those of you who it's your first time, definitely lock in. I hope you guys have some notes out because I'm going to be covering a lot of information and I'm really, really excited. Jen, okay, it says it's recorded. Perfect. I was just going to say, don't forget to record because I always forget to record. But I'm really excited to just, spend this next hour with you all and just, give you guys some value, give you guys some insight on, the different topics and different ways that you guys can diversify your streams within your particular beauty niche as well. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and we will go ahead and just jump right into it. But how are you ladies feeling? Let me know in the chat if you guys are excited, if you guys are prepared, if you're in Florida too for this hurricane going on. I know it's madness right now. So I hope you guys are stocked up and just prepared. I know I am, but we are praying for the best, definitely praying for people on the West Coast as well. So let me go ahead and hit present. And let's get right into it, ladies. All right, so I'm gonna have y'all here on the side, and then I'm gonna keep the chat box open. I'm super interactive in my calls, by the way, so I really hope I see some cameras off, which is fine. But if you can turn on your cameras, I'd love to just kind of like get to be able to see your faces and be able to gauge the energy throughout the call that way as well. And then if we can just like interact with me in the chat box, that will be greatly appreciated as well. Thank you, Cassandra. I see you. Jenny, I see you. Jen, I see you. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So I wanted to, start this training off with we're covering digital streams for beauty entrepreneurs, right? And before we get into it, I wanted to introduce myself further. My name is Melanie. Like Jen said, I've been in the beauty industry for over 6 years. I can't even believe to say it. It's really going by so fast, but I'm just grateful to have found something that I'm truly so passionate about. I've been studio owner and educator as well. And within this past year, I have actually rebranded myself. Okay. I've built my business to six figures. I've had busy books, but now I'm in a state in my business where I really just have found a deep passion and love for teaching and for mentoring and to really help other women within their businesses, just like Jen. But most importantly, uncover the fact that they should not be sleeping on the digital sources of income that there are out there for us, right? Let me go ahead and mute my phone. My brand mission is to empower beauty business owners to grow their businesses digitally. Okay, you guys should not be limiting yourself to only allowing your income to be made behind the chair within 24 hours. I mean, think about it. How many clients can you really realistically take in a day? However many days a week, you guys are capping yourselves at that income, right? So my goal is to help beauty entrepreneurs just understand that you guys do not have to choose between one or the other, right? I still take service clients to this day. I still have my studio to this day, even though I am like 70 to 80% of just completely diversifying and digitalizing my business, right? You guys do not have to choose between one or the other, between taking clients and having a full books, but also running and having digital sources of income as well. They both can coexist, and in fact that they should, right? I learned this during the pandemic when I had to close my doors for 3 months. We all felt it when we were told we couldn't service, besides our one clients are like, I don't care, come service me at my house. And that was great, right? But we just have to make sure that we're always preparing ourselves, like, what if that were to happen again, right? I think that's ever since the pandemic, we've all have been able to feel and can agree that the market hasn't really been the same, right? So how can we also just put ourselves in positions to still profit even in slow seasons? God forbid something happens, you break a hand and you can't physically service a client, you're still good. And these are things that we have to think of and prepare for, especially as business owners as well. So, I want you guys to just open up your minds to understanding that the success does not have to be limited behind the chair. And I'm going to cover some ways that you guys are going to be able to do that as well throughout this training. So I have a table of contents of some of the things that we're going to be covering, and is most and foremost is the digital gold rush, which is what I like to call it. We are in a legit digital gold rush, right? We're going to cover physical and digital products as well, e-commerce and print on demand, merch line. If you guys have ever been wanting to learn ways that you guys can create and sell your own merch as well, digital products, UGC, and socials with sales. So the first question I want you guys to ask yourself is, how much are you really taking a part of this digital gold rush, right? So meaning we all create content on a day-to-day basis, but there's ways out there that your content can literally pay you, not just in content that converts, that turns into clients booking, that turns into, your page growing, but literally creating content. And I believe even as lash entrepreneurs or whatever, beauty service provider that you offer, like, it's now part of the job is to create content and to build a brand for yourself. It's like we signed up to do this, but here we are learning all these other things. But guys, like, that's just the journey of entrepreneurship in itself. But why not continue to learn ways that you can get paid for this as well, right? So branding yourself online to sell products or services, right? And then we're going to dive into also e-commerce, online education. Guys, we are in the most crucial and abundant times, honestly, in social media, in the online space, for us to be making more money. Okay, so let's go ahead and just kind of dive right into it, right? So we have two different options of what it is that we can do. We have physical and digital, right? Does anybody here offer products whatsoever, any physical products? Let me know in the chat. If you do, if you don't, that's fine. Just let me know. I kind of want to gauge and see where you guys are at. Or let me know if you guys have been wanting to start your own product line or have been curious about digital products, just don't know what way. Let me know in the chat. So if you're anybody like me, okay, lash shampoo, serum, right? Before I found out about any of this, okay, I have inquired with multiple product brand manufacturers, right? I wanted to create my own lash merch, right? And every time I was talking with these vendors and with these manufacturers, right, a lot of the times it's gonna entail you having to make a very large upfront cost, not to just even mention the fact that you're conversing with people who are like literally across the world. So it's like late night conversations. The samples that they send you will always be fire, but then when you order that one, the minimal size batch, which is still like anywhere from $500 to $1,000. It's not the same, right? So having a product line and going through that route of having to make that large upfront investment, you guys are going to have a large inventory, right? You're going to have to ship it, handle it, market that in hopes that you're going to sell out as well. So there's a lot of risk and long journey when it comes to that route. And listen, people out there do it, they find it, they're successful in it. I'm not knocking that route down, but when I found what a drop shipping model was, I was like, this makes sense for somebody who still wants to, have more sources of income, but without having to take that large front of investment, without having to take that large risk. And also, what if I were to tell you guys that there's a way that you guys can sell your own products without having to ship and handle it yourself, right? So when I found out about this, I was like, whoa, this is exactly what I was looking for, especially in terms of creating merchandise as well. And I'm going to go a little bit into that shortly. So product lines, merch lines, kits, decors. I mean, guys, like you can literally sell anything because think about it. Most people are buying things online. So why not find ways for you to do something like that? Now, when it comes to digital products, right? And when I say digital products, I don't want you guys to just solely think about ebooks, okay? So digital products, they have a very low startup cost, right? This is something that you make once and you're constantly able to resell over and over again, right? There's multiple selling platforms that you can sell your digital products on as well. And so some examples that are here for you guys is think of this, not just ebooks, okay? There's planners, there's guides, courses, marketing templates, right? On Canva, forms. Think about it. There's new lash artists out there who don't have these waivers, these consent forms that you've been able to use. I mean, I think we've all bought it from Etsy, right? But why aren't you creating and making something cute and taking a piece of that pie too? Because you can. Lash mats, etc. So this is just to really start to open up your minds at the digital world and that there are ways for you to get your foot in the door without having to invest hundreds and if not thousands of dollars as well. Jen, I'm not sure if somebody might be unmuted. Okay, I think it's good. I heard some background noise. All right, so let's talk about drop shipping, right? So if you guys aren't familiar with how this model works, right? So like I said, with drop shipping, there's no upfront costs, okay, or large investments. All right, you are simply the middleman and you can create multiple stores. You can sell just about anything. You want to sell lash room decor, you want to sell regular kitchen decor if you're also super handy in the kitchen, guys. Like I just say this to not limit yourself to solely in your beauty industry. Once you learn this drop shipping model, you can quite literally sell anything to anyone through this model with very little upfront cost investment. Guys, the drop shipping market has a valued rate at $351 billion as of 2024, okay? So just imagine, are you taking a piece of that pie? And if not, would you want to? I don't know about y'all, but I'm like, I want to. I'm not the type of person to leave money on the table. So how does this work, right? So let's say we go ahead and we create our online store, right here. We create our online store. We have our products listed. So our goal is to get the customer to our online store and we get the full notification. We get the full price of whatever that listing is. So I'm going to give you guys a simple example. Let's say we have a hoodie. Okay, let's say a hoodie. We're selling a hoodie. It says something cute on it. Okay, our customer is coming onto our store and they're seeing our cute hoodie and they're like, oh my God, this cute, I want to buy it. And we're selling that hoodie for $50, okay? But our supplier is going to create and ship that $50 hoodie to that your customer paid you, the full $50 is going to ship it to your customers, but they are only charging you $17. So you are profiting on that profit margin difference. Are you guys following me? Drop a 7 in the chat if that makes sense, or you see some head nods going on, right? So understand that you see how you are simply the middle man, right? And there's definitely ways, we want to make sure that whatever is being sent to our customer is the highest quality, the best qualities, that you can test your products as well before listing it. And that's something that is definitely I recommend throughout the process as well. But do you guys see how we are just working smarter and not harder without having to create a big space, get a storage, large boxes, shipping, handling, returns, and all that, guys. Like the supplier handles everything for you. You find the products, you create the products, you list it, we market it, and you get the sales coming in the door. And that is money in your pockets at just the simple click of a few buttons away. Okay, so with print on demand, the same structure works when it comes to you wanting to learn how to create your own merch line. Okay, so again, this is residual income. You can sell this on multiple platforms and you make it once, but it resells forever. Okay, so let's talk about the merch lines a bit, right? So there's some do's and don'ts. Okay, so the first thing that we do always want to do is something called product research. We want I'm gonna just say this. Don't sell your logo. Why? Look, you see me, I have my logo right here. I'm a diehard fan for my logo. I'm a diehard fan for my brand. And I want you guys to be, but understand, and I'm sorry to say it, nobody's gonna buy a sweatshirt with your logo on it. You see these cute sweatshirts I put some examples on? This is what the girlies want to buy. We want to product research and find what is doing well in numbers when it comes to lash merchandise, beanies, hoodies, hats, sweatpants, socks, totes, tumblers, freaking coffee cups. Y'all know we need our coffee, right? So you want to see what designs are doing good, right? And simply sell what sells. We want to do what's already working, okay? And I don't want to say we want to duplicate, right? But we're simply recreating this. So the first steps that we're going to want to do is choose our store, right? So you can see here I have listed we're going to do with either Etsy or Shopify. I've had two stores on both of them, right? Also, and you're going to want to select your manufacturer as well, create a design, upload it, and run ads or organically sell. Now, I want you guys to take a look when it comes to the insights and the key differences of Etsy versus Shopify. So I am diehard for Etsy. Okay, I've made most sales with Etsy. Why? Because it is its own marketplace. What does that mean? There are thousands, multiple thousands of people who are already on Etsy and literally use Etsy like its own SEO when it comes to wanting to buy products on there. Okay, there's about 7 million active buyers. There we go, 7 million, not thousands, millions of people on Etsy alone looking to search for something to buy on Etsy. So it's its own marketplace versus Shopify. It's a standalone store, meaning that you're going to have to drive traffic to your store yourself. Of course, there's ways that we can, run effective ads that's going to target your ideal target audience for that product. And there's definitely ways around that to have the most cost-effective ad to be ran to sell your product as well. But personally, I am a diehard for Etsy. Why? It costs $0 to start up and start putting listings on there. Each listing is about 20 cents. To even renew it as well. And you can start making sales. I've ran ads for as little as $1 a day and have made sales versus Shopify. You can make more of your own Q store, which is great, but it's $35 a month. It's not terrible, right? But if we're really just trying to get our foot in the door, 10 out of 10 recommend to go the Etsy route as well. Very low upfront cost. There's a lot of people in there already. And I just really recommend this. I love creating merch lines because I feel like even in being in the beauty industry and in artistry in itself, it has been an amazing creative outlet for me to just on my slow days, if I have a client reschedule, I'm just on there making designs and boom, it takes less than an hour to upload, even shorter than that, honestly, to upload and list a design. So I wanted to let's get inspired a little bit. If this is something that is piquing your interest, I wanted to show you guys how it is that I even do some product research and get some ideas. Trust and believe, okay, I'm creative, but I am not, creating all of my best sellers out of my freaking brain. I wish I was, but so I go to Pinterest, okay? So Pinterest has all the cutest stuff. So let me go ahead and go here. So you can see just even alone on my homepage, what's going on here? Why? Okay, so you can see here, even on my homepage, Why is it freezing for me? There we go. Look at this, right? So this is how I can get inspired and see and look Etsy. Pinterest is this whole other marketplace that once you create your listings that you post it on there, people think it's cute, click it, and it's gonna go directly into your Etsy store as well. But this is how I kind of like see what's cute and I get inspired to want to recreate it. Now, if you're asking, you know, maybe how, okay, so how do I recreate this? Guys, on Canva. On Canva. I wish it was more complicated than that, but it's not. You literally have the power to do this on Canva itself. And I'm trying to scroll, but I don't know why my computer is bugging out right now. Give me a second. Let me try to. Whoa. Let me just type in shirts really quick. Let's do lash shirts. Let's see. So here we go. Anti-mascara club. I do lashes, local lash club. Does anybody see any logos? No. This is cute stuff. Like, I'd want to wear this stuff to work, right? So OnlyFans with a little fan, I actually have a hoodie and I got inspired by that and I recreated it. So I wanted to, you know, just kind of show you guys if you need some inspiration, like go on Pinterest, right? And then I also wanted to show you guys the number aspect of it also with digital products. So let's open up Etsy and look at this. Okay, let's do something simple as the planner. Okay, you see these planners? Canva has planner templates galore. Okay, where can I see where it has the numbers really quickly? I go back. I feel like it's because I'm not on my Google Chrome. Look at this. All right, so let's just say, what's some type of like planner? Let's say like a financial planner, right? Because we're business owners, we need to do that financial planner. There we go. So let's see what we're looking at. Okay. So boom, these financial planners, anywhere from like $9 to $11, right? These are simple to make. You can even resell the templates on Notion as well. Good Notes, Canva, like I said. So let's just say $11, right? Times 2.5K. Somebody do the math. You created something for maybe it took you an hour, 2 hours, right? As simple as a digital planner, or do the math and let me know in the chat. Meanwhile, let's just say, let's do consultation forms. Sorry, I can't spell, thank God. I don't need to. Consultation forms.
What did you say?
A little less.
11 times what?
2.5K, so 2,500. So look at these consultation forms. These are selling for $30. Look, something simple as this, right? $4, 1.8K. Even for that, let's just say it sold for 4.50 times 1.50 times 1,600. That's $7,000 on consultation forms. Do you guys see the power of what I'm talking about? It takes you, like, on a day you have no clients, you just go create some stuff, list it, run an ad. It's as simple as that. Now, I'm not going to say, okay, maybe I shouldn't say simple, but the whole idea of that you guys can do this and take a part of this as well, it is simple. Are you going to sell $7,000 overnight? No, come on, guys. Like, it takes time to build up your store credibility. You can run ads, but I've had students who have made 250 sales in their first week of a listing. So you never know. Its own algorithm on Etsy it's powerful in itself. So let's go ahead and look. You can also sell your merch line, your digital products, your ebooks, your consent forms, your planners, whatever it is that you want to make, guys, all on Etsy itself. Let's look. Flash merch. Here we go. These are the same pictures we were just seeing on Etsy. So somebody's bomb ass lash artist.
Hold on.
$19.
Are those croc charms down there?
Yep. I know. I'm not a Crocs girly though, so um guys, and guess what? They come, they click this, you get the full amount deposited into your account. You simply have to go into your manufacturer's page. It's already automated, it's linked together, and you simply just fulfill the order. And it's fast shipping. Like these systems and these manufacturers are linked to TikTok Shop. So they're sending out their orders and they're processing this within anywhere between like 5 to 7 days. So it's not like you have to worry about your clients or your buyers waiting like over 2 weeks just to receive their order as well, which is something that you definitely want to consider. So I wanted to just kind of like show you guys some of the numbers and the aspects and the power, especially within the variety of things that you guys can create and resell on here as well. So that is that on this. Let me open up the chat really quickly. Yup, 777. I know, $27,000 off of freaking like one-time freaking financial planner. It's crazy. So let's talk digital products really quickly, right? So there is ebooks. Okay, we see this everywhere, and guys, like I feel like a lot of people think that this is something that is saturated, but understand that people want to buy something because they're buying it from you. There is something that each and every single one of you guys have acquired knowledge on, experience on, that is unique to you. So don't ever think like, oh, I don't know what I can sell. Who would want to learn something from me? Like, no, we first have to eliminate any of those type of negative thoughts. Number one. Number two is that you've acquired your own experience and you have knowledge that brought you to the place that you are today. And you can profit off of that in teaching other people. So in ebooks, I gave you guys a ton of ideas on what type of ebooks you guys can already just start to brainstorm on what you want to make. Ebooks are popping off right now. People love ebooks, right? Start thinking too, how can I make my ebooks different? Maybe with each ebook that you sell, your video recording yourself, speaking on it. So giving a little bit more value to set yourself apart on your own ebooks. How to start your own lash business, a step-by-step guide, crafting a business plan for your lash studio, essential legal steps for your lash business, finding the perfect location, building a brand as a lash artist. Guys, if you're even a part of this group with Jen, you're gaining weekly knowledge if you're paying attention and applying it, right? This is all knowledge that you're eventually one day going to be able to put back out there, right? So like I said, planners. So if you guys are on your computer or you have a phone nearby, like I recommend you guys to take a screenshot of this, save this, because this might serve you for later when you're ready to dive down that digital product road, right? Planners, beauty business planners, social media content planners, client consultation and notes planners, financial and budgeting. These are big, right? Product launch planner, self-care, the list goes on. And then of course, also there's Canva templates, marketing templates, story templates as well. If you guys love, creating your own like story templates to market or promo your business, some people have absolutely no idea how to maneuver Canva, and they just want something as simple that they can just have the PLR rights to and just smack their photos in there, and they will pay $5 to $15 to just have that ready rather than having to sit on Canva for hours having to figure it out, right? Same thing goes for B-roll, right? Jen is the queen at B-roll. I always tell her, I'm like, I love your B-roll. And if you're not sure what B-roll is that you can create, faceless B-roll when it comes to just like the lash studio utensils that people might want to use and reuse for their own marketing materials, right? People will buy that as well. And so ebooks. So if you guys have screenshots or any questions so far, just let me know we're good to go. Thumbs up in the chat because I have so much more information I want to cover with you guys. We Gucci? Let me see the chat. We Gucci. I love it. Awesome. So let's go into UGC. So drop a 1 in the chat if you guys do not know what UGC is. I do nails. I've been doing them for years. I get asked all the time what I use an ebook would be. Exactly, girl. Like my point exactly. So, okay, 1. So you guys don't know what it is. Okay, great. That just goes to show how still powerful and like open the market still is. Okay, so what UGC is? UGC is user generated content. So what this stands for, it replies to as content as reviews, photos, videos, blog posts, social media posts. This is something that us creators, small creators, are creating real, raw, authentic reviews, testimonials, or just aesthetic content as well for other brands. Guys, nobody is watching TV for ads anymore. Nobody wants to see Maybelline's commercial on their pretty like new blush, right? We're buying it from the girl who's telling us on TikToks, yo, like go run and get this right now. Why? Because it's relatable. We're not relating to the perfect pretty picture models no more. This is how big brands, small brands, medium brands are now paying creators like me, like you. Don't think you need thousands of followers to get into this and get paid for creating and leaving these type of reviews and testimonials for products that you're already using and that you love. You don't have to even post it on your own social media page. Brands are now paying creators like us because it's doing way better marketing for them, and honestly they're saving money. They are. Some are, don't get me wrong, like when it comes to like them using like really big influencers and things like that. Trust me, I know a lot of UGC creators that are getting like really good pay. But there's also, there's room for us, small creators out there as well to get a piece of that pie. So, how can beauty professionals take advantage of UGC and, add this as a potential additional income stream? Okay, so like I said, you can partner with other beauty brands. I started receiving in the beginning in PR packs. Sorry, I just like chugged a kombucha. Okay, I'm good. It passed. So I started in the beginning, I started receiving PR packs from brands like Borbuletta, other smaller lash brands, right? So you can partner with your favorite, lash brands as well and get deals or receive free product packs just for you to simply use their product and create videos telling them how much you love their products. Now, just because a brand is sending you something, is willing to pay you, I don't suggest just recommending and especially if it's something that they want you to post on your page, like don't promote a product that you actually don't stand behind, because that defeats the whole purpose of what UGC is. It's because people like us are posting real, relatable, trust, building trust content that creates trust with an audience, with the brand's target audience through creators like us. So like I said, a lash artist could be showing and creating a video on how a specific adhesive works, the application process, posting high quality before and after pictures. And I'm going to go into a little bit deeper on, what this type of content looks like. But you can become a brand ambassador as well. And UGC, it just simply offers a way for you guys to simply be making money by collaborating with other brands, leveraging your experience in the beauty industry, and also they might just love your style of content, the way that you create content. So let me just make sure I have this content same. One thing TikTok is going to do is it going to influence me, exactly. But hey, look at that. What if I were to show you ways that instead of being influenced, you're now the influencer, right? Instead of being the consumer, you're now learning how to be the producer and get paid, because all these TikTok people they're just taking advantage of the digital gold rush and taking advantage of the fact that they can start getting paid for simply talking about products that they're using and they love and they trust, right? So let's dive a little bit deeper. So let's talk about the benefits between UGC for the creators and the company. So like I had mentioned before, okay, you do not need months or years, okay, to build a community on social media when it comes to creating for UGC. Okay, I say this, yes, it's going to take months and years to build a community on your own brand and social media. Fine, okay, that's how it is, and that's how it's going to be. But when it comes to stepping into the UGC world, right, you don't need hundreds and thousands of followers. Okay, user generated content is meant to be authentic, brand specific content that fits between other social media content created by customers, not by you acting. Okay, so it's strengthening the company's trust in their products among new customers by having people like us, right? So for the company. Again, it creates trust. It's not labeled as advertising on the company as well and social media accounts. It saves them money unless there's high influencer costs as well. And for the creator, guys, like you almost get all the perks of being an influencer without actually having to be one, right? You won't have to deal with negative comments, okay? Like a lot of like large influencers get, because like I said, you do not have to post the content that you're getting paid to create. Every deal and contract is different. It could be as simple as creating a simple unboxing, send it right back to the person who is paying you for it. You get your money and they have the video and toodaloo, right? But of course, there's more of a process that I want to make sure that you guys are just kind of like more prepared for when it comes to negotiating and the rates, and really making sure there's contracts involved as well. There's a whole process to it, but I just say this lightly to say that I know a lot of the times some people might think that, oh, I don't know if me creating this piece of content for this brand that is willing to pay me, that I'd love to get the money for, but it just doesn't fit within my specific niche brand. Girl, don't leave that money on the table. You don't have to post it on your page. Those are just the type of conversations that go in between you and the brand in negotiating that brand deal. So you have a chance to earn money for content without having a following, like I said. So you don't have to have pressure on presence, okay? And you have the choice of freedom on how many you want to do, what deals you want to work with and don't want to work with. And there's absolutely no limit. And my favorite thing is too is creativity. Okay, I love to be creative. As much as I started my beauty business venture was because I love to create and design lash sets. I love being a creator. I love teaching. There's so much more to this big, amazing ocean, I'm going to call it, in this industry. And I just want you guys to know all the different ways that you guys can be benefiting yourself, your business, and your brand, and most importantly, your income by taking a part of what is out there today. There's also not going to be any direct requirements. So, like I said, anybody can do this. Okay, this is something that is scalable. Okay, you're probably gonna suck at first, I'm not gonna lie, okay, but that's okay. They'll still pay you, I promise. Even your content gets better. It's almost like when you first started lashing, like you got your first set, all right, it was good, right? But then over time, as you get used to creating content, right, it's just gonna get better and better. And as your content gets better, as your experience grows as well, you're gonna be able to charge higher rates, and also lock in retainers as well, because understand that some of these brands will be asking to work with you, or maybe they're going to like your content that you send in, and they're going to want to keep you on a contract for a year to still be creating content for them. And that is where the big money is at. So let's go a little bit deeper. So you might be thinking, okay, so what type of niches? Obviously there's beauty niche. You can get paid in UGC through the beauty. We all honor skincare, we're women. Skincare, hair care, fitness and health, right? Tech and finance, nutrition, travel. I'm a big travel junkie, okay? So I am stepping into my last, quarter for really trying to like get those hotel deals. Like your girl wants to take flights, like I'm out. But guys, imagine creating content for hotels and getting travel experiences paid for. Okay, so family, home, gaming, cooking, nature, and so much more, right? And the type of video styles that you'll be creating is going to be unboxing, testimonials, product demonstration, ASMR. ASMR is huge. I know this because I see it all the time whenever I'm scrolling on TikTok at like 3 in the morning, and then I catch myself watching these ASMR videos. I'm like, what is going on? But I love it. Okay, problem and solution content, right? Voiceovers, direct talking to the camera, aesthetic, product showcase, vlogs, storytelling. Like y'all know those get ready with me. Like they are trends for a reason. You might not think there's indirect UGC telling. Like you guys might think that, oh, they're not, just because I'm not physically showing like hey, like this is the product that I'm using, like there'll be storytelling and just having the product showing, and they will literally face whatever brand it is to the camera on purpose, because that's the indirect selling content. They don't want these videos to look salesy, you feel me? So get ready with me, us as women, like let's take advantage of that. Current trending videos, and then of course there's try on hauls as well. So take a screenshot of this, you never know, just do it. And so I wanted to also kind of show you guys a way that, we can just kind of like see and get a visual for ourselves when it comes to getting an insight for inspo, how I get my inspo for creating user generated content as well. And when you're first starting off, the average asking price is, especially if you have less than 10K followers, per video, one piece of UGC can be anywhere between $150 to $200. $150 to $200 to create one video, or it can be photo batch content. Like also, one video, depending on logistics, you tell them, hey, like I'm working with professional camera, professional lighting equipment. Like they got the money. I always say like run them for their bread at first. Like never settle for the first deal. But you can also offer them bundled deals. So for 5 videos, $850, saying, hey, I'm willing to give you a rate for 170 per video, right? And it can work as simple as that, guys. So let's go ahead, and I want to open up this ads page for really quickly for you guys to see all the different types of user generated content that is out there. So let's go into it. Are y'all getting some value so far on this call? Let me know if your minds have been expanded in the chat, if you're like, you learned something new that you didn't know before. Definitely awesome. Let's go. Sorry that my Wi-Fi has been slow. I don't even know why. Probably all these tabs. Search. So if you guys are on TikTok, I'm sure you see it. I'm sure this should pull up any minute. Um, you'd be surprised. Like every time they have a product linked to itself, um, I'm trying to look at the freaking in the videos. No, I don't know why they changed this. If you go on this, look at I'm going to drop the link, right? If you go on this website, okay, I'm going to drop this link for you guys. You'll be able to just see how all the creators are managed group chat are creating their videos for itself. But guys, I feel like all of TikTok is literally it. Okay, you are literally seeing and being influenced by something. I think like every single video that I scroll in on. And this is the TikTok shop for creators, for ads. So you're going to be able to see what's ads, advertisement versus UGC. Okay, here's some examples, right? Versus what are just people that are doing affiliate links as well. It's very, very big on TikTok. And like I said, you guys have the liberty to decide that you want to post this on your personal page, or really? Wait, what doesn't Canada get? Because you could still create content and get paid for it in Canada. I know for a fact you have to. But okay, is it here? They like updated this top. Let's see. Here it is. Oh my God. I'm so happy I found it. I'm like, why does this all look so different? Okay, look. Let's just say beauty, right? We're in beauty. Let's just do all, for example. So we're going to be able to see, get this out of my face, X. There we go. So beauty, add format, non-spark ads, video views. So if you go in here, go to the inspiration section, right? You're gonna be able to see top ad spotlight. I like this. Here we go. It's a little tricky to get to know at first, but you're gonna be able to see what style and form of content is reaching, right? Like I said, you guys duplicate and recreate what works. So especially when it comes to this, a lot of the times, I just wanted to show you guys how simple it can be. Exactly. So I'm sure you guys have bought something from Amazon, and you know you can literally start with the things that you have around your house, the products that you're already using. And granted, there's definitely a lot more steps and guidance that's going to come into this and getting this really kicked off and getting you guys paid. But I just wanted to show you guys, of course, some background on it, but just like how simple. Don't think that this content has to be like freaking 4K video. Don't worry. You want more higher paying deals? Sure, I'm sure you'll get your way there. But again, people want realistic, people want authentic, people want something that is relatable with average individuals like myself and like you guys. Okay, when it comes to these tools, I actually just bought that. I love it. So that is that on TikTok Shop. I will drop this link once again, just so you guys have it if you ever want to see what type of videos are doing well on TikTok as well. And just get inspired on the type of content that you guys can create and get paid for. So far, guys, I hope you guys were able to get some value on and some insight when it comes to going the drop shipping route, using the drop shipping model for your e-commerce business, whether you're creating digital products through Etsy, creating merch line as well, but also drop shipping. You can do home decor, everything. There's a big world out there through Etsy and Shopify. And using the drop shipping model, so you guys don't have to have a large upfront cost investment, and you guys are able to just utilize this and start making sales the right way, and then also taking advantage of user generated content. So if this is something that you guys, it's piqued your interest and you really want a bit more guidance when it comes to just really kickstarting yourself into this with all of it, when it comes to e-commerce, dropshipping, merch lines, and UGC, I have something prepared just for Jen's group. Okay, she's like, okay, these are my girls, I want you to take care of them. I'm like, say less, of course. So I want to offer this group, if you guys do want to really dive into this and get these digital sources of income on this, I have a special offer just for you guys. It's going to be a 6-week group coaching. Okay, typically this goes for $597, but just for you guys, just for every single person on this call, you can lock in on this 6-week group coaching program for only $297. Okay, so we're gonna have weekly Zoom calls, and it's gonna go for 6 weeks. I'm gonna invite a special UGC content creator as well to give you guys insight. Right, you guys are gonna have guides, ebooks. Every call will be recorded, lifetime access. But I know that you guys are probably gonna need a little bit more further assistance. So throughout this 6 weeks, you guys also have access to one-on-one assistance with me, so that way we can get your accounts and everything and your websites all set up as well. So you guys are going to have weekly assignments to make sure that you stay on track. So week 1, we're going to do intro to brand clarity, product launch, to understand really how it is we can just get clear on your brand and know which route it is best for you to kickstart in first, creating, selling educational products, creating merch lines, print on demand, drop shipping. I'm going to give you guys a live demonstration through all of this. And then week 4, 5, and 6, we are going in on user generated content when it comes to starting up, video breakdown, video research, pitching the brands, freight cards, negotiating, marketing your products on social media. And I'm also going to have a very special guest, one of my mentors. Okay, so I'm really going to be bringing you guys all the sauce into this to just give you guys a kickstart and a very clear path road so you guys can get started into stepping into these digital ways that you can start making money. Okay, so the group coaching starts October 14th. It's going to be every Monday at 8 p.m. Like I said, if you guys can't make it, you'll have access to the playbacks as well. So if this is something that you really want to get serious, you really want to have more guidance on, there is no better rate than this, honestly, to get started. So payment plans, of course, are always available. So make sure to screenshot this QR code. So that way you're able to lock in. We start next week. So we are starting next week. So definitely want you guys to lock in. And then I'm sure Jen will also be able to drop the link to you guys. And I'm really excited for this group. I'm really excited to help you guys dive deeper and really just be able to guide you guys every single step of the way to get this on the road and get you to diversifying your streams of income online. So we ended right on the dot. She was like, girl, you got an hour. I was like, bet, say less. Normally I go over, so I'm really happy that I did it. But that is it from me. Thank you guys so much for your time. I really hope that you guys were able to get value. If you have any questions, you're not sure about this group coaching program or anything else, feel free to contact me, reach out to me through my Instagram. I'm always an open book. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and pass it back to you, Sis.
All right, guys. So let me know in the chat, did you guys get some valuable information from this? Especially if you are one of my new girls and this was your very first time hopping on a live masterclass with us. Did you guys get anything out of it? Loved it. Awesome. Jenny, you're already in Glowing Girl and you are a mentee. Anybody else? There's a bunch of you. Come on, answer. What'd you say? Yes, I'm using all of this. Awesome. Okay. You're feeling excited? Good. I want you guys to be excited. Remember that every time that we do these live masterclasses is exactly for this reason, right? To get you guys inspired, to show you guys that there is no need for you to sit behind the chair for the rest of your lives, right? We want to have multiple streams of income. What did you say here? I think about this all the time and I never just do it. Well, the time is now, right? My favorite thing to say is just do it. Don't think about it anymore. Just do it. Okay. So I don't want this to sound salesy, but you guys who are on here, you already know. So these are live masterclasses that we have every single week, okay? So we have Glowing Girl Academy, which is only $27 a month for you guys that are on this call for the first 3 months. And what it includes is live masterclasses like these with top educators in the beauty industry. So if you guys were interested, last week we did one with Money Coach. If you guys are already part of my mentorship, you guys met Debbie last week and how beneficial she was to helping us with our finances, right? Shaking your heads, I see you. Debbie dropped some gems. The call was pre-recorded and Melanie's call will also be recorded and dropped in the mentorship membership as well. So if this is something you guys are interested in, next week we're having another call with a 15 plus year salon owner that will be showing you guys how to master tiered pricing. So if you guys were interested, you guys could send me a DM or hop on here and we'll get you in here. But does anybody else have any last minute questions for Melanie that she can answer really quick before we hop off? Again, I hope that you guys took screenshots and really got a lot of information because I know I did, because half of the stuff I personally did not know about. Anybody else have any questions? You want to unmute yourself or write it in the chat. This is the time now. This is free game, guys, so take advantage.
Yes, and they get access to the playback. Also, send that to me. Where are the places Canadians can get paid for content? We're gonna have to have a one-on-one on that because I haven't been aware that anybody in Canada cannot get paid. These are private deals that you're working with brands, especially smaller brands.
TikTok in Canada, I know restricts them from certain. I don't know why.
Yeah, so with Canada and TikTok Shop, so you might be restricted in Canada when it comes to physically drop shipping your own products through TikTok Shop. When it comes to affiliate and creating user-generated content on TikTok Shop, it's something completely different. So, like I said, brands who are in different countries are still able to pay you to create that source of content that they will use and post on TikTok Shop.
Well, maybe like you don't post on TikTok Shop, Cassandra, but they will post in your behalf on their shop, so you really don't have to be involved with that.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's only like actually physically dropping and selling TikTok Shop products versus just creating content talking about a product. Thank you, ladies. I learned so much. I know. Okay, awesome.
As a beauty, I want to highlight this, right? How Mel was talking about working with other people and getting paid for it. Like if you're a lash tech, if you're a hairstylist, and there's other brands that sell hair coloring, right? Or tweezers or lash glue, or an esthetician that might sell their own skincare. Like these are things that you guys could get paid for using in your business. So you're like getting paid from your clients and then getting paid from these brands. So does anybody else have any other questions before we just hop off now? No, you guys are already hopping off. So you guys have a great night. I'll see you guys next
week. Thanks for having me.
You guys follow Melanie, okay? Thank you. See you guys next week. If you are a mentee, I'll see you on next week's call.